Hey guys, so I'm gonna go over this homework assignment for those of you that have been away. We are taking this up in class tomorrow, so this recording is me just kind of going over the questions with you, to do them with you, so that the people who are at home, you can kind of figure out how to do them by midnight tonight, and then first thing Saturday morning, I'll post up the take up answer key. Okay, so I'm gonna just go over how to do these questions with you right now, is the short way of saying all those things that I just said. So this first question, I did this for the class because I don't expect you to look up what pints are, because this was like an in-class / homework assignment, so I don't need you to like go through all the trouble of figuring out like what is a pint, because that's an American thing. But essentially, just logically, the answer is yes, because if you have a glass, like let's say you've got a liter of Coke, all right, and in the container next to it you have a pint of Sprite. If I double the liters of Coke, I'm going to also double the pint of Sprite, right? We've talked about proportionality in the sense that, like, if I have a stack of books, the height of the stack of books is going to be proportional to how many books I have. If I double the stack, and if I double the books in the stack, I'm going to double the height also. If I triple the books in the stack, I'm going to triple the height also. So the same thing with pints. The more liters I pour of Coke into that first container, I'm going to end up having like the proportional amount of pints for Sprite. If you get what I mean. If you don't, think about it as like, if I bought an orange at the grocery store for $1, then 2 oranges would be $2, and 3 oranges would be $3, so on and so forth. So if I change one, the other changes in the same direction. Okay? We're talking about graphing for this assignment because I'm trying to link your last unit and this unit together. So looking at graphs like this is going to be really familiar to you. Right away, you see an x-axis, you see a y-axis, you see a dependent variable, you see an independent variable. And you should know what all those are. By the way, the x is the independent. Okay, for those of you that don't remember. Okay, and then so the y would be the dependent, right? I did this first part for you because I thought it was pretty like meticulous. Like, you know, it's hard to like go all the way here and go, okay, 5 is like right here. That's 0.11. That's great, you know? But just to kind of show you how we're looking at this assignment, I kind of did it for you. So this first question, question 2, the actual question, a scientist tests the electrical resistance of different lengths of copper wire and gets these results. So right away, you see a straight line. If x moves up, like in numbers, then y is also moving up in numbers. That's a great sign. That means we're on our way to having a slope that is directly proportional, okay? We're trying to figure out if this slope, is it directly proportional? So we're asking, does x, okay, can I say that x is to y? True? Question mark? I don't know. That's what we're trying to find out. So first thing we see here is that when x goes up, y also goes up. So that's a good sign. This also starts at 0. When 0 is for x, then 0 is also for y. That's a good sign. And it's a straight line. That's the biggest thing. Whenever you see a straight line, chances are it's going to be proportional. But a couple of things also need to be the case. 0 has to be at 0, and it has to be moving at a consistent rate. Okay, so it has to be constant, right? Which we've talked about before. We know what constant means. We know what constant rate means. So this is a good sign. If you see something moving down in this direction, now that's not a straight line at all, but just pretend that it is. It doesn't count because even though x is moving up in numbers, y is moving down. So they don't move in the same direction. So it doesn't work out. Okay? Hope that makes sense. But I basically filled in these answers for you. It's really easy.